Welcome back to part 10. In this video we will look at in-place upgradation from Windows 2008 to Windows 2012. Alright, so we have installed the, if you remember in last video, this R2 server. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, we have Windows 2000 server, Windows 2008 R2 standard edition we have here, and we are here to upgrade from 8 to 2012 server. Alright, so before we move ahead, it's better to check the prerequisition on the Microsoft website. So these are the same in place upgradation. Alright, 8 to 12. So if your current hardware is 32-bit architecture and you're upgrading to 64-bit, as in Windows 2012 they have only 64-bit architecture, they don't have 32-bit. Alright, so this, if the case is same, this upgradation will not gonna support. So you have to make sure the existing hardware architecture is 64-bit. Alright, and in case of if you have the different language, normally we don't have such case, but just this point, it will again not gonna support if the language is different. Alright, and this is the chart downloaded from the Microsoft website. It says if you are running Windows 2008 R2 data center with SP1, so you can upgrade to this edition R2 data center, and from 2008 enterprise with SP1 you can upgrade to 12 standard or data center edition. So these are the same, it says. Alright, so here we are looking into in-place upgradation. Means other ways are also there, like for example, this is your server. Alright, this is your Windows 2008 server. We are about to perform the in-place upgradation. Insist you can install, or you can have the different hardware and you can install the fresh Windows 2012 R2 standard edition operating system. You can install in fresh OS, and you can add this Windows 2012 as an additional domain controller in your existing. Alright, so as soon as you add this this Windows 2012 R2 standard edition successfully as a additional domain controller, you can move the all roles which carrying by this existing server Windows 2008. You can transfer it to this server. Alright, 2012 server. This is also a way you can upgrade, and later on, once you transferred the all FSMO roles from 8 to 2012, you can demote this server. Alright, so to check, in order to check the FSMO roles, you can just type netdom query FSMO. Let me maximize. Alright, okay, so at the main point, your server should have this schema master role installed. Alright, you can perform this activity in this server. Okay, schema master and domain schema master is required this role to be installed. Alright, so once you install the additional domain controller, you can transfer this role. For more detail, we will be having the video on additional adding additional domain controller and on FSMO roles in future time. Alright, this is just for your information. Okay, so now we have to prepare a forest to upgrade the 2012 server and domain. If you don't run this command, the Windows 2012 server will not allow you to upgrade from 2008 to 2012. Alright, so you have to run this command first. If you ignore, you can go ahead, you can run your setup. It will ask you your keys, serial keys and all. Then later on, the option of upgrade will be grayed out. Alright, so let's go ahead and update the schema. This is the first option. Alright, So before, you have to make sure you have added your Windows 2012 media here. Okay, so at preps you can find these tools in support folder, in your 2012 server. At prep, it is located here. Okay, let's change the path to cd support at prep. All right, so this is the at prep. Okay, forest prep. So it will prepare your existing server for 2012. Alright, here there is a warning message if you are running Windows 2003 or later version. Means make sure you're running these versions and all. So let's read it out here. Before running the AdPrev, all Active Directory domain controller in the forest must run Windows 2003 or later. Alright, you are about to upgrade the schema for the Active Directory forest name itpanda.local using Active Directory domain controller schema master, because this server is a schema master and we are using this server for this Active Directory name itpandas.local. Okay, so this operation cannot be reversed after it complete. So okay, we are aware. So it's just here you have to type C as a confirmation, typing C and then hit enter to continue the name, means to continue the same. Alright, so let's type C and hit enter. It will check your current schema version and will upgrade to version 69. Here it will take little bit to verifying your signature and all. Alright, so it was trying to connect your PDC and importing directory from this server, importing directory from our media. Alright, and command has successfully completed. So things are happening smoothly without any error. I'll pause this video and we'll resume as soon as this upgradation is done. Alright, so upgradation is done. It's prepare your forest. Now it's time to run the second command, which is domain. Oh, sorry, attrib domain exe domain prep it should be. Alright, so it's done, and let's start the setup here. Double click, install. Okay, so go online to install the updates. Now it is recommended, so no thanks. Here you have to type your keys. Okay, so we have two options here for standard server core installation, but we are looking for server with graphical user, not with the command line. Alright, so let's select the graphical user interface. Next, license agreement. Next, now this option I was talking about, if you wanna check, you can check it. You don't have to run that command ad prep forest prep and ad prep / domain prep. If you ignore that command, you can run your setup. You can go ahead with your setup, but this option upgrade will be grayed out here. Alright, but now here it is enabled because we have prepared our forest and domain. So click on upgrade. It will check your compatibility. and it says not enough drive. Okay, let me check what's actually going on. Dry space, it says dry space means the location. Okay, how much space I have in C? Alright, just 19, is just 4 GB is free. That's why we were getting that error message. So let's expand. I have already added this one. Finish. Alright, it is now enough space. Continue with the installation. Okay, no thanks. Your keys. Server. Now we should not get that error message again because space is enough now. Okay, upgrade. We have to select this option, which will keep your file settings and application. Alright, so checking your compatibility. Okay, again we have something here to, okay, it on unless your window needs to be restart, so necessary changes. Alright, so here we have message here. It's good for prerequisition. It check your compatibility. So let's restart this server. Before restarting, let's check the R domain controller because we are upgrading from 8 to 12, and this server having Active Directory configured, OUs user is added, and this is the group policies which is mapped under HR, organization unit, local admin password, and default group policy. So once we're done with the upgradation part from 8 to 12, so we should see this thing as it is. Alright, so let's restart the server. I'll pause this video again and we'll resume as soon as system restarted. Alright, alright, so server is restarted. Let's start the installation again, and the serial key should be here. Alright, next, copying your temporary file. No thanks. Serial key. Okay, server edition with graphical user interface. So we should not have any error here now in checking compatibility, which is good option. Means actually it will give you the compatibility reports and all, so you can rectify the issues before upgrading the servers. Alright, now we don't have any critical error. It's just warning message to make sure the vendor application on server 2002 which will gonna run properly or not, or blah blah this thing. Alright, so follow this specification. There is a link, you can go ahead on this link and you can check the supports and all. So we are aware this thing. Click on next. Alright, so now we are through with this error and all. So installation is upgradation on this server. I'll pause this video again and we'll resume the install as soon as this upgradation is done. Alright, so system is restarted. I hope so installation is as well done. Installation is also done. Let's log in this server. Alright, it's updating your and applying your policies and all. Alright, so installation is done successfully. Now we can see our old folders and file which were kept on the desktop, and it is loading up your server management dashboard here. Alright, just like you can if you can see the loading this bar, and so here we have some services error which is critical, I guess so. Okay, now it's alright, so let's just ignore for a moment. We just upgraded from 8 to 2012. So let's validate the Active Directory and group policies and all. Alright, we have some error here. Naming cannot be. If you can notice, this LAN is now it's enabled. It was disabled before, so it is identifying now. Okay, it's connected. Alright, let me close and reopen that console again. It's always good to validate your settings. It should be there. Alright, so it's working now. Let's check the Active Directory. Alright, it's not loading up, but the group policies and these things are there, which is not changed. Okay. Alright, so it's in this window. It's taking a little time to load the services and all. No problem, just close it and let's open it again, refresh the desktop. And the system is slow because I have assigned only 2 GB RAM, and which will gonna take little time to run the services and all, restart the services and all. So here the management console is running in the background, but it is not responding due to slow performance. Let me close this again. Alright, it's closed, and CPU performance is 99%, which is loading your all files and all. Okay, just minimize and check again. Okay, .NET runtime is taking 90%. Let's try to open your console from here. Dashboard, Tool, Active Directory Services. Alright, so it's working now from the dashboard, and if you can notice, this window also opened here. Alright, let's check it out from here. MMC console. So Active Directory is working now with our organization unit, and group policies also there. Alright, so installation is done successfully. Alright, let me close this one. Okay, so installation is done successfully. We have upgraded our 2012 server from 2008. Alright, thanks for your time. Like and subscribe for more videos.